We keep bumping heads.
What's up, Coach? How you
What's up,
doing,
man? How
man?
you doing?
Just see you
Just
yesterday.
picking up the card.
Yo, good luck on your next fight.
I just know that he's not the same person that we seen the last time we seen him in the ring. Been through a lot of stuff.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that. Start that.
Been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, you know, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
You gonna feel all this shit we got to do? Look, hey, Tank, we gonna go 35 for 12.
If I get him where I need him to be, he's gonna sleep for sure. Soften him up, then fry him.
What separates an ordinary fighter from a champion? Is it talent? Is it power? Or is it something much deeper? Most people only see what happens under the bright lights. They see the dramatic entrances, the roaring crowd, and the action inside the ring. They see the knockouts, the victories, and the glory. But what they don't see is the journey that happens long before fight night arrives. They don't see the early mornings when the rest of the world is asleep. They don't see the aching muscles, the endless training sessions, and the sacrifices made every single day. They don't see the discipline required to keep going when the body wants to quit. Behind every great fighter stands a team. A team that believes in the dream. A team that demands excellence. A team that refuses to accept excuses. And at the heart of this camp is a coach whose reputation has been built through years of hard work and dedication, Calvin Ford. For him, boxing is more than a sport. It's a way of life. Every session has a purpose. Every drill has meaning. Every mistake is a lesson. Nothing is left to chance because when the bell rings, preparation becomes the difference between victory and defeat. As the first rays of sunlight begin to appear, the day is already underway. While most people are still in bed, the fighters are on the road. Their feet strike the pavement again and again. The air is cool, but the pace is relentless. Every mile is another step toward greatness. The body begins to tire. The lungs begin to burn. The legs become heavy. But nobody slows down. Nobody complains. Because this is where champions are created. Not when thousands of fans are cheering, but when nobody is watching. Back at the gym, the intensity rises. The sound of gloves hitting bags echoes through the room. Coaches move from station to station, watching carefully. Every movement is analyzed. Every detail matters. The fighter steps toward the heavy bag. A sharp jab snaps forward. Then another. A combination follows. The bag swings violently from side to side. Again. And again. And again. The punches are powerful, but power alone isn't enough. Accuracy matters. Timing matters. Precision matters. Every strike must serve a purpose. Hours pass. Sweat pours from every part of the body. The atmosphere becomes heavier. But the work continues. There are no shortcuts here. No easy routes to success. The strongest fighters are often the ones willing to do what others refuse to do. Training isn't just physical. It's mental. Every difficult moment is a battle against doubt. Every exhausting round is a test of determination. Every challenge asks the same question: how badly do you want it? The answer cannot be spoken. It must be proven. As the day moves forward, technical work becomes the focus. Footwork drills are repeated endlessly. Defensive movements are sharpened. Angles are perfected. Reaction times are improved. Boxing is often called the sweet science because intelligence is just as important as strength. The greatest fighters don't simply throw punches. They think. They adapt. They calculate. They anticipate. Every move inside the ring is part of a larger strategy. A single mistake can change everything. That is why perfection is demanded every single day. Then comes one of the most important parts of camp. Sparring. The closest thing to the real fight. This is where preparation is tested. This is where weaknesses are exposed. The bell rings. Both fighters move carefully. Neither wants to make the first mistake. The tension is immediate. The pace increases. Punches fly. Defenses are tested. Mistakes are punished. Round after round, the intensity builds. Coaches observe everything. A slight opening. A defensive error. A successful combination. Nothing goes unnoticed. Every lesson learned today could become the difference between winning and losing when the real fight arrives. The rounds continue. The fatigue becomes obvious. Breathing becomes heavier. Movements become slower. Yet the effort never stops. Because a fighter must learn to perform even when exhausted. Anyone can look good when they are fresh. Champions prove themselves when they are tired. As camp progresses, the physical transformation becomes impossible to ignore. The body grows stronger. The movements become sharper. The confidence increases. But perhaps the greatest change happens inside the mind. Fear begins to disappear. Doubt fades away. The uncertainty that once existed is replaced by belief. Not blind confidence. Earned confidence. The kind that comes from knowing the work has been done. The kind that comes from sacrifice. The kind that comes from preparation. Day after day. Week after week. The routine never changes. Wake up. Train. Recover. Repeat. Over and over again. The outside world sees only the result. But inside the camp, they understand the process. They understand that greatness is not achieved overnight. It is built one day at a time. One session at a time. One sacrifice at a time. Eventually, fight night begins to approach. The excitement grows. The anticipation grows. The pressure grows. Everything that has happened inside this camp has led to this moment. Every run. Every punch. Every drop of sweat. Every difficult day. Every sacrifice. Now there is only one thing left to do. Step into the ring. When the lights shine brightest and the crowd fills the arena, the world will see a fighter prepared for battle. They will see strength. They will see skill. They will see confidence. But what they won't fully understand is the journey that made it all possible. Because champions are not made under the lights. They are made in places like this. Inside the gym. Inside the camp. Far away from the cameras. Far away from the applause. Where discipline is tested. Where character is built. And where greatness is born. Boxing glove fire.